The stock market on the day dropped about a little over 8%. The currency dropped about 10%. Those are huge one-day moves, of course, and yet the stocks are still above their 52-week highs, still not the lows of the year. The currency is kind of the middle of a 5-year range. It's been as strong as 2 in 2013, as weak as 4 to the dollar in 2016. So, it's not the end of the world. It's just a big one-day shock. The problem is, where do we go from here? And when you hear the president say he's going to tough it out, and it does sound like there's some incriminating evidence. Let's see how it plays out. There's a lot of corruption in Brazil. Obviously, there have been over 80 arrests. They arrested the former finance minister, Guido Mantega. The last president was impeached and removed from office, Dilma Rousseff. Temer looked like the clean figure coming in. Now he's tainted. The oldest saying about Brazil, Bernie, is it's the land of the future and always will be. In other words, every time they get something right, they seem to screw it up and take a few steps back. So I think the scandal has a long way to go.
Yeah, but I mean, as long as he's at the center of it, I mean, if he is vowing to stay put and, stick it out and stay the course and all that, then it just, the problems just continue to mount and he becomes more and more of a magnet, and aside from the, forget the tapes down the line, he becomes the problem, and then what?
Well, I think that's exactly right. Now, if he were going to step aside, say, hey, okay, you got me, I'll resign, we'll follow a constitutional process, that might be a reason to invest in Brazil. But he's saying the opposite. The evidence, I haven't heard the tapes myself. I'm sure they're in Portuguese, but we'll see what they say. But if he's going to tough it out, this is going to drag on for a year or more. The prosecutors, they usually take it one step at a time. They'll have additional witnesses, and it's just going to make for a very bad environment. There'll be more bad days like there were yesterday, and that's not a great environment for investors, particularly where you have a lot of other choices. And, of course, all emerging markets are facing headwinds from the U.S. Federal Reserve raising interest rates. So that just makes, at the margin, people want to sell, short emerging markets, emerging market currencies, and get into dollars. There's more to it than that, country by country, of course, but Brazil's facing headwinds anyway, and this just makes it a lot worse. The other thing you worry about, Bernie, in a situation like this is contagion. When you go down 10% in one day, like I say, the markets find a bottom, they'll work their way back up. But there's usually, some broker or some trader, some hedge fund that took a leverage bet, they're on the wrong side, they can't meet a margin call, they get into stress, it puts their rumors start. That we've seen that before in 97, 98 in Asia, 2007, 2008. It can spin out of control. I'd be a little bit wary of that.